Have you ever wondered how one of the greatest empires fell? The Roman Empire, known for its power, culture, and military might, offers a compelling story. Today, we'll journey through its rise and eventual decline, exploring key events and figures along the way. After the Republic ended in 27 BC, Julius Caesar's adopted heir, Octavian, became emperor. He was given the title Augustus, marking the start of the Roman Empire. Augustus reformed governance, improved the military, and initiated lasting peace known as Pax Romana. As Augustus ruled, Rome expanded its borders. Conquests included regions like Egypt and Gaul. The empire thrived on trade and built impressive roads. These advancements allowed faster communication and army movement across the empire. As we move forward in time, let's talk about notable emperors. Tiberius, Augustus's successor, ruled with a heavy hand. He faced resistance from ambitious generals and increasingly paranoid politics. Following Tiberius, Caligula came to power, known for his cruelty and excess. In 68 AD, Nero became emperor amid unrest. His rule ended in chaos and led to a power vacuum. This period is known as the Year of the Four Emperors, leading to more instability and battles for power. Now let's explore the Flavian dynasty. Vespasian restored order after the chaos. His construction of the Colosseum symbolized Roman engineering and culture. This iconic building hosted glories and tragedies for public entertainment. Fast forward to the 2nd century, and the empire reached its peak under Trajan. Rome's borders stretched at their widest, controlling vast territories. However, trouble brewed internally too. Economic struggles and corruption began to surface. During the 3rd century, challenges escalated. Various emperors struggled to maintain control. The crisis of the 3rd century fragmented the empire into multiple regions, fighting against each other. This weakened resolve opened doors for invaders. As we reach the end of the 4th century, the situation worsens. Barbarian tribes attacked the empire's borders relentlessly. The famed Visigoths even sacked Rome in 410 AD. It marked the beginning of the end for Rome. By 476 AD, the Western Roman Empire collapsed entirely. The last emperor, Romulus Augustulus, was deposed by Odoacer. The Eastern Roman Empire, known as the Byzantine Empire, survived much longer but transformed in different ways. To connect these dots, the Roman Empire showcases a vibrant tale of growth and decline. Through calculated leadership, military strategy, and cultural influence, it rose magnificently. However, internal strife, economic turmoil, and external threats sealed its fate. In summary, the Roman Empire's history teaches us valuable lessons about power's fleeting nature. Though impressive in its heights, even the mightiest can fall. The cycle of rise and fall is universal and speaks to all civilizations. If you enjoyed this exploration of history, hit the like button. Subscribe for more fascinating content on past empires and their legacies. What era should we explore next? Let us know in the comments. Have you ever wondered just how quickly fortunes can change? As the 5th century began, the once mighty army, which had been the backbone of the Roman Empire, struggled with loyalty and competence. Soldiers, now fewer in number, were often mercenaries who lacked allegiance to Rome. This decline in military strength was compounded by a growing lack of resources, as the empire's economic infrastructure faltered due to corruption and mismanagement. Consequently, borders that had once been fiercely defended became vulnerable, inviting unrelenting invasions from determined tribes eager to exploit the empire's weaknesses. Amid this turmoil, the leadership of the empire became fragmented and ineffective, with great emperors replaced by those who lacked the vision and strength to inspire. Local governors often operated with more autonomy, prioritizing their regions over the collective good of Rome. As loyalty waned, civil wars erupted, complicating efforts to unify against impending threats. Meanwhile, the cultural achievements that had once defined Rome were overshadowed by the chaos, leaving citizens yearning for stability in a rapidly deteriorating society. The legendary tales of Rome's grandeur began to fade, overshadowed by tales of betrayal and the relentless strikes from beyond its borders. Towns that once buzzed with life now found their streets silent, as the fear of invasion gripped the people. Yet amid this growing despair, flickers of hope emerged. Local leaders and councils formed, attempting to preserve what little remained of the Roman spirit. They organized defenses, rallied communities, and even sought alliances with neighboring tribes to fend off the relentless barbarian hordes. These efforts, though noble, often proved futile against the sheer determination of invaders who viewed the weakened empire as ripe for conquest, marking a somber chapter in the annals of history. As the sun set on the western horizon, the sound of clashing metal echoed through the once thriving streets of Rome. In the heart of the city, citizens gathered, their faces a mixture of fear and resolve. They held on to the hope that the legacy of their ancestors would not vanish without a fight. Within makeshift alliances, leaders emerged, rallying their neighbors not just for survival, but also to reclaim the dignity that seemed lost to them. The stories of valor from the Republic inspired them, igniting a flicker of determination that surged through the occupied territories. Each day became a test of endurance, as they sought ways to safeguard their identity amidst the chaos of the empire's decline. As the months passed, the relentless pressure of the invaders intensified. News of attacks spread like wildfire, fueling fear and uncertainty among the populace. Yet, when faced with adversity, the resolve of the Roman people shone through. In secret gatherings, ordinary citizens shared tales of courage and resistance, bolstering their spirits against the ominous tide of despair. Veritable oases of hope emerged, where friendships formed out of shared struggles, and strategies were devised to protect their homes. Local militia groups began to form, made up of farmers and artisans, driven by the fierce desire to reclaim their territory and ensure a future for their families. Even amidst the rubble of crumbling walls and fading institutions, the indomitable spirit of Rome continued to flicker, a testament to the enduring legacy of a civilization that had once defined the world. As the shadows lengthened over Rome, whispers of legendary heroes began to circulate, rekindling a sense of pride among the citizens. Stories of past conquerors like Scipio and their triumphs against overwhelming odds inspired many to take up arms, even if only as a last resort. Mothers told their children about the glory days of the empire, instilling a fierce sense of identity in the face of fear. Each tale sparked determination, pushing some young men to join the militia, hoping to defend what remained of their once great city against the tide of chaos advancing towards them. As the final days of the Western Roman Empire approached, the spirit of unity and hope flickered like a dying flame. The heartbroken citizens of Rome realized that while empires may fall, the stories of their struggles and resilience could ignite a light for future generations. Thank you for watching.